Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.
The little girl still lives in me. She still smiles sunsets and cries tsunamis. She still shines twinkle twinkle at midnight, nothing but starlight star bright when she looks at you. The little girl still lives in me. She breathes through nostrils that have not been bloody, speaks through the mouth that has not been kissed, dances with limbs that have not been bruised at the hands of other people. The little girl I used to be still lives in me. She is still innocent, still untainted, still wrapping people around her pinky finger and still crying when they leave her. But I'm not that little girl anymore. No, today I am woman. Crafted from Mother Earth's hands, molded from past and present, I am woman. Shaped and shifted by every person I gave my heart to, I am messy woman. Mud puddled on rainy days and tattered home after hurricanes, I am mighty woman. Witnessing miracles and watching hope manifest from the truth in the eyes of the youth, I am all parts woman, as in I don't need a man or a body or an excuse. Though I'm not that little girl anymore, we are still one. My past does not stay on the welcome mat when I enter a future's storied home. My pain does not diminish every time I nap or laugh or cry. I am not cute or innocent anymore. My limbs have been bruised and bloody from both my hands and hers. My nose still bleeds in the winter after the cold palm to my face. My heart still wants to enter every door that opens up for it. I'm not that little girl anymore. Though sometimes I wish I could be. Wish I could go back to when times were easy, when truth was face value and I didn't have a past trying to haunt me. But that little girl still lives in me. And every now and again, she takes off my woman so that she can be seen. When I was in high school, there were a lot of things that I was struggling with that I didn't necessarily tell my peers, my friends, so I always opened up to my journal. It's really funny to me now because I started writing raps, and then I realized that like all my raps are about love and heartbreak, and so I just switched to a softer medium, which I found in poetry, and so far it's been a really great fit. I will be here at Fire every first Friday, banging on a drum. There's a drum box that I love to just create sounds with, and I let other people kind of add their voice. And I'll be here reading poetry. Transitioning from the written word to spoken word poetry was really cool and really scary. Basically, I just got an opportunity to perform my written poetry on stage and share it in front of many people. My favorite moment and experience was 2015, the annual celebration of success through Speak It Forward. I performed a poem that highlighted like struggles I had with my mother, and it was a really hard journey and a really hard process to get there. But once I performed that poem, and I did so with like the most grace, like I've never been more graceful, when I left the stage, I felt all of that weight still there. I felt like I could walk away from all of the pain that had caused me. And there was a woman who came up to me after the show, and she just thanked me for highlighting that story because she had a similar experience and she had never heard the story told in such a beautiful manner. And so just, you know, finding those points of connection and knowing that I really did impact another person's life, it made me feel like this was what I was set here to do. To me, spoken word poetry is like telling a story in a poem. It takes the audience on a journey through your voice and through the images that you create, and it's similar to just storytelling. Experimenting with sounds bleeds into my poetry because I'm becoming more rhythmic in what I'm saying, and sometimes I'll have a tune in my head, and I don't necessarily know how to capture that through sounds, so I'll try to write to it, and that's a cool process. It's like speaking two different languages, I think. You don't have to be a poet to write poetry. You can be a person, you can be a writer, and as a writer, sometimes I find that poetry and even spoken word poetry limits me. So I come back to the fact that, wait, I'm a writer first. So I have the tools to write. And so I just want to encourage anyone who is, wants to write or needs to express, needs an outlet, to pick up a journal or a piece of paper or write on a wall, some type of expression, because I believe it's important and it's healthy, and to not feel so pressured for it to be so perfect, because poetry is never perfect.